World on a Wire is a German miniseries for television that's been taken by the Criterion Collection. Now, I didn't know anything about this film until I found a list of like underrated sci-fi films, and this one was the only one that I hadn't seen, so I wanted to check it out. It's a 3.5-hour miniseries about Fred Stiller. He is a cybernetics engineer who is working with the brilliant Dr. Vollmer. However, Vollmer is electrocuted mysteriously after having a breakdown with a meeting with some important people who's funding this big project. The big project is, I forgot the name. It's called, I forget the name of the project. It's only like named once, but it's basically like a Matrix-like thing, society where they have 9,000 identity units working, and then it becomes a sort of like testing pool for future events. So the way Fred describes it is that they can like use it to predict what resources will become used up and what society will go to, what people will buy, what major events they can predict, like transportation. And of course, Germany's developing it, so they'll have the advantage over all the other countries. However, immediately after the Dr. Vollmer is electrocuted, people just start disappearing, literally in front of Fred's eyes, and he's not sure what's going on. And as he uncovers this conspiracy, paranoia sinks in. This is a German miniseries from 1973, but it sort of has the same Matrix sort of story, just without the guns and the bullet time and all that stuff. It's more of a lower budget sort of philosophical look. Kind of reminded me of the 1979 film Stalker, but this film comes out before that one. So this one sort of tapped in some interesting ideas about reality, AI. I don't want to get into the plot too much, but it kept my attention. The second half was definitely more interesting, really memorable. It's not the most like amazing film because it's a little slow and it's made for TV, so it's lower budget, but it has some interesting sci-fi elements if you're a hardcore sci-fi fan and you want something a little bit different, something out of the box, because this isn't really talked about a lot, but the Criterion Collection was able to remaster it for audiences. So if you're into wanting something a little bit more interesting, then sure, check it out. I give World on a Wire a 6 out of 10.